I am delighted to be here today to welcome y'all. We are here to celebrate the success of our wonderful students. We are absolutely also here to celebrate and appreciate the friends, the family, the loved ones, everyone that sacrificed and supported along the way so that our students could take this giant step forward in changing their lives. We will begin this afternoon with an invocation from Terrell Anthony, followed by our national anthem. Grant Gibson is here to say a few words specifically to our veterans. Then we will have a look into the future of IT by the Chief Technology Evangelist for CompTIA, James Stanger. We have a campus director message for you from our longest tenured campus director, Jarvis Hill. And to wrap things up, our keynote today will be from our founder, our CEO, the man, the myth, the legend, Tony Galati. Thanks so much for being here.
Please join us as we bow our heads in prayer. Heavenly Father, we ask that you cover those who are graduating with your abundant grace and perpetual light. Fill them with the hope to face the future with brand new eyes and open minds. Help them to focus the lessons learned and the knowledge and skills gained through their education so that they may better the world, for they are the future standard bearers. Be the light of inspiration that guides them to the well of goodness and mercy. And as they move toward their goals, we ask that you touch their hearts and minds and fill them with fond reflections of their sacrifices on the journey to their moment of truth. All of this we ask in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Congratulations, you made it. As a Marine veteran, I respect what you've been able to do over the last few months. Hard work and dedication from all of you is what has got you where you are today. We want to offer a special salute to our military veterans. From our leadership, our team members, and your fellow students, we recognize the sacrifice that you had to make to get here today. And we want to thank you for your service and your families for supporting you in this endeavor. You have proven you have what it takes to accomplish the mission. Having been members of the armed forces, you know what service means and how important it is. And I want you to know that's the same mission we have here, to change lives through serving you. And I hope that you will carry that forward with you. And as you move forward in your career, I want you to think about how you can serve others to do the same thing. Remember, it's not just where you're going or where you are, it's also about those that are following in your footsteps. And you can mold them to be IT professionals just like you. I am so very proud of every one of you for what you've accomplished. Thank you for letting us be the catalyst to change your life. Congratulations, and I wish you the best of luck on every endeavor in your career. I can't wait to see you out there.
Hey, how you doing? My name's James Stanger, and I'm Chief Technology Evangelist for CompTIA. And I want to congratulate you, graduates of MyComputerCareer, for your achievement. You have joined in quite the group. When I say quite the group of IT professionals. So thank you for joining that group. And I have a few kind of pointers and a few things to talk about before we start. So first of all, my last kid graduated. This is his graduate cap and gown. Well, his cap is over here and his gown is right here. But I wanted to get a little deeper into some tech here, just to give you an idea of the wonderful tradition of innovators, of problem solvers, of techies that you got into. First of all, I ended up inheriting some of this old equipment. This is a dictaphone. It's also called an Ediphone. This is 3 pieces of equipment. This one records. This is where I can actually record my voice, and it records into these really cool little dilly whoppers here. You can take a look at it here. That is a voice recording right here. This is basically a piece of memory. Well, this here is where I can actually listen in on it. I can transfer that over here. This actually erases this. So this was stuff that worked into late 19th century, clear in, and was used into the middle of the 20th. To open this up, my cousin gave me a 1964 and a half Mustang. She was an instructor. I found this in the trunk. It's a 16K RAM module that was used for one of the computers that she had. Pretty cool stuff. I think it was used for a Sinclair computer. But I think it's an interesting tradition that you're part of, because in here I put a few other things. Look here, here's a memory module. We've moved from this type of memory to this type of memory right here to this, right? Think of the massive computing capability that is at your hands. This here we can move into even more so. This here is an old modem card. That's what that is. There's where you put your phone into. Network interface card. We're moving into the 90s now. Well, how about the 2000s to 2020 here? It's an Android. I'm an Android person. You iPhone users are fine, I guess. But as an IT professional, think of the progression that you belong to. Think of the progression of ideas of technology. And let's not stop there. We have smart watches, right? That we can use, that we can now talk into, that we can have telephone conversations with, create videos. But beyond that, there's the cloud. There's artificial intelligence, nanotechnology. We've got the use of blockchain. And with artificial intelligence, now instead of somebody like a lawyer or whoever it was who dictated this to a secretary, or instead of people who simply use the internet, now you have machines that are going to think for themselves, and you're going to be part of that. So I've got some advice for you, because it's not all about the tech. It's about the minds and the goodwill of the people who get behind the tech. So first of all, I want you to stay curious. Now, you have been involved in a lot of learning. That's great. Don't stop learning. Keep curious about the technology. Make sure that you create a good foundation of learning. I think you've done that by working at MyComputerCareer to learn. But sometimes you'll have to get back into that foundation and start learning a few new things. So always stay curious about the technology. Second, get deep into the technologies themselves. Don't just stick with some particular brand or some particular approach. Learn what's going on underneath the technology, as it were. Another thing I want you to think about is to be unconventional in your thoughts. Lately, things have been very unconventional worldwide, haven't they? We've had a lot of asynchronous threats, things that we didn't expect. But it's interesting to see how the IT profession and IT professionals such as you have stepped up. They've stepped up their game, and we led the way in helping the world communicate. And we're going to keep doing that. And we've been doing that for a long time. And I'm just excited to be part of that. And you should be too. One other thing I'd like you to think about is think of other people. Think about how this technology that you are using, that you are helping create, whether it be as a coder, whether it be as somebody who's an administrator of a cloud service, somebody who's doing cybersecurity, one of my favorite things. Think about how you can help other people with diversity, diversity of thought, with cultural diversity. Think of ways that you can include other people, including random acts of kindness everywhere. The other thing I'd like you to think about is IT is not a lonely profession. It's something that is incredibly collaborative. Let me see if I can give you a quick story. There's this, here's an old piece of technology, a book. There was this guy named Lord Byron. You'll have to Google who he was. He's a poet. I've read probably a lot of this stuff. Byron has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but his daughter, Ada Lovelace, some people know her as Ada Lovelace, but it's Ada Lovelace. She has everything to do with computing technology. She is actually involved, along with Charles Babbage, in some of the first computer languages and some of the first computer programs, some of the first computers ever thought of and designed in the 19th century. She helped create not this stuff, but precursors to the very computers, to the very devices that we use every day. And there's even some debate, well, she wasn't all that involved, or maybe she really was. And that debate is usually led by people who know nothing about programming, who know nothing about IT, and how collaborative it is. She helped Babbage articulate thoughts and perfect thoughts that he never would have been able to do. My point, it's very important to get into collaboration, to work with other people. So as part of this, and just as I sign off here, I want to see if I can encourage you to collaborate with each other, to work with each other, to network. So as far as networking is concerned, get on LinkedIn, get your profile going. I've got one. I'm James Stanger. I'm on LinkedIn. And what I want you to do, it's a beautiful day outside. I'm going to take a selfie of myself. And what I want you to do is feel free to join in if you want and join my network. It's a beginning of what it means to collaborate and work with fellow IT professionals. So as you think about all of the different technologies, as we move on in the world from this old stuff to all the new stuff, all of the things that are available to you, think more along than just, hey, the world's my oyster, I can do this. Think about how you can work to push the envelope forward yourself in the world of IT. Congratulations on your graduation. Take care and talk to you soon.
Hello, my name is Jarvis Hill, Campus Director at MyComputerCareer Arlington Campus. And on behalf of all the campus directors, I would like to first say that it is an honor and a privilege to be with you today, to witness this special occasion and to celebrate with you all. Because today we celebrate the academic achievements of each and every one of you. Today is also an opportunity to celebrate family members, friends, faculty, and staff because they too were a part of the journey. And I know that they are very excited and proud of you. Each of you have made an incredible sacrifice and transformation to not only start this program, but to finish and to graduate. Many of you that joined us were a little bit nervous and uncertain. Some of you needed extra guidance and motivation, and for some, it was simply a breeze. You overcame adversity and obstacles like car problems, having to work late, childcare issues, a lack of sleep. I could go on, but through it all, you made it to this day. Today, you've taken the first steps towards a new beginning, a new journey. You leave us as professionals with limitless opportunity and promise. And remember, stay true to who you are, and always remember the motivation that brought you to MyComputerCareer in the beginning. Carry that motivation with you as you move along this new path. Find your passion, cultivate it, let it grow, and follow it as it continues to grow. A wise man once said, do what you love, and you will never work a day in your life. I strongly urge you to continue to discover that spark, the spark that ignites your passion and creativity. That same spark, and in time a flame, will guide you through this wonderful, strange world we call the information technology profession. Some of you will go on to work at major IT companies, and some will start your own business, which will flourish and bring you the freedom that you've always desired. And maybe, just maybe, a brave few of you will go on to become IT instructors and receive your own bright-eyed group of students. And in turn, send them off into the world knowing you helped shape people who make a difference, just as you are. Although you have been guided and motivated by the faculty and staff here at MyComputerCareer, you all have inspired and motivated us as well, and we are extremely proud and excited for what the future holds. As you begin this new chapter in life, and you begin taking the first steps of this new journey, remember these 3 pieces of advice. First, don't just get involved. Fight for your seat at the table. Better yet, fight for a place at the head of the table. Second, never underestimate the power of your example, meaning the very fact that you are here today and graduated this program is possible because earlier generations shattered the myth that you could not or should not be where you are today. And finally, and it's very simple, but probably the most important, persevere. Nothing worthwhile is easy, okay? No one achievement has avoided failure and sometimes major failures. Learn from your mistakes, do not give up, and do not quit. In closing, I would like to recognize our WCITP students, world-class IT professionals. You maintained a 90% or better GPA, you completed 90% or above the required attendance, and you've earned at least 6 certifications. This is an outstanding accomplishment, and it shows your dedication and commitment to your education and training, but more importantly, it shows employers your commitment to excellence. Great job. Also, many of you have intentions on furthering your education and training, which will allow you to continue to develop your IT skills, and our cybersecurity specialist program, cybersecurity engineer program, and the associate's degree program will be great opportunities for you to do so. So please stay connected with the career services staff and the alumni services team for ongoing job placement assistance, refresher courses, and the opportunity to complete more IT certifications, which are always needed in an ever-changing IT industry. Today is only the beginning for each of you. Each and every day is a new opportunity for you to change your life. And remember, the secret to getting better is to not only focus on the current, but don't look back on the past. Move forward. Thank you for allowing each and every one of us to be a part of this journey with you. And congratulations. You're always welcome back to come visit us. And may God continue to bless you. Thank you.
Congratulations. And I mean it with all my heart. Congratulations. I am so proud of you. There is nothing that makes me happier and more excited than to know there is a group of warriors who overcame their fears, overcame the difficulties of this very strenuous program, and made it here today to graduation. I am so excited for you. You have such a great future ahead of you. Many of y'all, before you even entered this program, had to overcome your fears and overcome obstacles just to get in to the program and join MyComputerCareer on this trek. And then everybody, once you got into the program, had obstacles that came up, obstacles that might have prevented you from learning what you needed to learn and gaining the skills you needed to gain and get those certifications that are so important to your new career. And yet, you stuck with it. You overcame all of those fears. You pushed through those obstacles, those barriers, those things that came up in your life while you were going through this program, and you made it. You gained the certifications you needed, you gained the skills you needed, you gained that education and all that knowledge you needed, and here you are today where we can celebrate your success. I am so happy for you. And those families and friends who are here to celebrate with you, I want them to know really how special you are. It is not common for people who are stuck in a dead-end job or simply aren't happy with the way their life is going. It is not common for people to take control of that situation. Instead, so many just will complain about it, they'll whine about it, but they'll never change. But you did something about it. You decided, I am not going to be satisfied with the status quo. I am not going to live in the life that I have today. I'm going to take control of my future. I'm going to enroll at My Computer Career. And when this curriculum got really hard very quickly, you stuck with it. You worked as hard as you possibly could, and you made it. You're successful. You are here today, and your friends and your family who are here to celebrate with you need to know really what a warrior you are. To grab your future by the horns and just wrestle it to the point where you are now here, you're successful, and you're now ready to take that next step. Many have tried, and y'all saw it during your tenure here. There were some who simply couldn't overcome their fears. There were some who simply didn't have the confidence in themselves and the faith in our staff and our instructors to make it all the way through. And they didn't make it. But you know, somewhere around 80% of our students do graduate. And you are there. While others have fallen aside, you stuck with it. You worked as hard as you needed to work. You got the support from your family and friends to help you achieve these goals, and you achieved it. Now, I know not everybody's finished. Just because you're graduating doesn't mean you're finished. I'm sure some of y'all still have certifications you still want that you didn't obtain, and you're going to stay with us. You're going to keep coming to class. You're going to keep coming to school so we can help you with the tutoring and the boot camps and refresher courses and whatever else we need to provide to make sure you finish up and you finish up all the certifications that you want to obtain with us. And some of y'all will be moving on to our next program focused on cybersecurity. Some of y'all will go all the way through the cybersecurity specialist program, the cybersecurity engineer program, and even on to our associate's degree program. Some of y'all are here to celebrate your graduation from those programs. Wherever you are, just know I am super proud. I am so happy that you were able to achieve this level of moving your future forward. That you today, you're a graduate. You will be able to say to your family and friends, you'll be able to put that graduation certificate up on your wall. You can show your kids, your future kids, that you accomplished what you set out to accomplish. We're going to stay with you. Our alumni at My Computer Career, you are with us forever. We're never going to let you go. So when you need help with a refresher course somewhere along the line, or you need help finding that next job, or maybe some of y'all are still looking for that first job, you just stay with us. We'll stay with you. And for the rest of your lives, we're going to help you make sure that this isn't just a job that you've gotten already or you're about to get, but this is going to be a real career. Because it's through that career you're going to elevate your income and have the better life you came here for. So I'm happy for today, but I'm also happy that I'm going to be with you for the rest of your life, helping you with whatever you need to make sure this is a great career for you and that you are happy with the life you achieved. Thanks for letting me join you on this momentous day, and for you family and friends who are here to celebrate with us, these graduates, these warriors, thank you so much for supporting them in wanting to change their lives for the better.
Christine Aaron, Jermaine Cornelius Aaron, Nayi Sarafa Edeboy, Olowoshan Adidayo Afolabi, Kadsgo Agbavor, Ilani Aguilar, Trevor Joshua Atkins, Patrick Akaga, Moses Timpitop Akindoyan. Ethan Austin Allen. Daniel Cabanas Allison. Eric Javier Almeida Santa. Joshua Marquis Ambrose. Christopher Michael Ames. Rodrigue Anjorin. Dustin Troy Anton. George O. Apaya. Brittany Nicole Armstrong. Bryston Bruce Armstrong. Koasi Asi. James Atkinson III. Constantine Octavius Austin. Ian Emmanuel Avala. Kevin Awuga. Zachary Tyler Bollinger. Tyrus Orve Barber. Daniel Andrea Barnes. Matthew Baxter. Frank Orville Bechtel. Brittany Lene Beery. Civisco Edino Bernard. Xavier Bianani. Jonathan Charles Bills. Jalen Lerone Black. Tyquez Lamar Blackman. Shalana Chantel Blades. Michaela C.J. Bobleek. Joshua Anthony Bodine. Aaron Luke Boney. Dylan Neal Bowes. Cedric James Bradley. Marcus Brent. Daniel Lee Brinkley. Brad Lewis Brooker. Bobby Earl Brown Jr. Deborah Marie Brown. Thomas Sylvanius Brown. Christopher L. Brown Simpson. Justin Howard Burke. Jake Thomas Bushby. Renata Chantel Bird. Lisa Nicole Caffrey. Brianna Michelle Caldwell. Janet Carson. Alex Cawthon. Cornelius Antoine Chadwick. Tony M. Chambika. Jacob Dennis Charles. Myron Cheese. Su-Hung Cheng. Caroline Chirotich. Tanya Radzwa Chira. Evan Lartz Chisholm. Montgomery Mervyn Chitkin. Tanarj Evans Clegg. Robert Hunter Coleman Jr. David Colindrez. Larissa Caitlin Collins. Malcolm Joseph Cook, Philip Roland Cooley, Tyrese Enil Cooper, Danielle Cunningham, Brittany Curry, Brittany Jean Dalton, Mark Dudley Dunjoint, Mallory Venice Davenport, Michael Francis Davidson III, Walter Lee Davis III, Ashley Monique Dawes, John Deans, Jason Deck, Craig Delaney, Elijah Aaron DeLauder, Jason Robert DeSanto, Diakaba Diakaite, Ebony Latoya Duggins Dickerson, Derek Diss, Joseph Dobbs, Timothy Stephen Dodds, Zaire Bliss Douglas, Anthony Dukpo, Timothy James Dumas, Adrian Duncan Jr., Rashad Nathaniel Eckert, Michael Ishun, Matthew Dillon Etheridge, Damian Fairs, Edward Anthony Finch, Kiana Fluellen, Eduardo Castillo Flores, Patrick Gaddy, Zamar Monte Gales, Jasmine Crystal Galloway, Sherry Gant, Tiffany Nicole Garrett, Dennis Gaskins, Theory Gibigan, Bryce Lee Gentry, Nathan Patrick Gessner, Noah Jeffrey Gibson, Jeffrey Dennis Gooden, Bakir Jawad Gordon, Conrad Leroy Grant, Jack Fisher Gregg, Brian Mikal Gribensick, Corey Griffin, Ada Stephanie Guevara, David William Gilds, Hisham Hadrash, Eric Hall, Cameron Daniel Harkness, Wes Harper, Shakea Nikki Harris, Shelton Reed Harris, Bahaeldin Alai Hassan Arnos, Kevin Donald Hawk, Ishmael Hedgebeth, Stephen Henderson, Joseph Robert Hinrich, Nicholas A. Hiller, Jerry Zines, Matt Isaiah Holcomb, Tracy Hood, Bobby Dwayne Hubbard, Gage Jonathan Huffman, Edward Joseph Ianetto, Curtis Joe Jr., Kevin Johnson, Trevor Allen Johnson, Stacy Johnson Dunbar, Alice Devon Jones, Ernest Jones, Majig Anthony Jones, Trevor Allen Jones, Victor Raleigh Jones, Antonio M. Jordan, Paul Camara, Ethan James Kanagi, Saran Kante, Seraphin Kasingu, Rosalind Karen Kay, Austin Dylan Keeber, Megan Kindley, Simon Andreas King, William Kite, Brett Samuel Kloffenstein, Ian Knox, Michael Joseph Clouch, Konstantin Kunchabi Gadinga, Benjamin Blake Larson, Kevin Jefferson Lamont, Alexis Langley, Saurya Ken Lee, Dylan James Lee Trumpy, Terry Paul Lee, Zach Aaron Lee, Nicole Ida Lefkowitz, Christopher Vincent Leinhauser, Ibot Shalom Leonel, Anthony Lewis, Patrick Lindsay, Desmond Lindsay, Alan Lipscomb, Jean-Jacques Louis, Joe Lowry, Kelton DeWarren Lowry, Christopher Scott Luckenbill, Quatavia Lynch, Lamon Malachi Mack, Tiffany Denise Major, James Malone, David Mangus, David James Menross, Deborah Mansfield, Nathan Makade Marshall, Anthony Martin, Aaron Matthew Massey, Agnes Mboya, Rafael Mbuana, Antoine Terrell McGloster, Charles Eugene McLeathan, Jr., Derica Janae McNair, Terry Lewis McNeil, Nathan William McFerrin, Ethan Matthew McReynolds, Dale Christian Meadows, Luis Mejia, Kyle Paul Mexicott, Jelani Jules Miller, Matthew Stewart Molday, Desmond Deontay Moore, LaRon Lee Moore, Wesley William Motter, Amir Ali Mujahad, Caroline Murray, Ashley Renee Lynn Muston, Nadia Nembichi, Daniel Alfadel Nitiri, Michael Nug, Bivik Nirola, Emmanuel Nuako, Zaina Juma Omar, Paul Ametse Umugi, Ben Orange, Diego McMillan Orts, Cheryl Pace, Adam Scott Parker, Robert Parks, Clement Pay, Sky Page Payne, Greg Pileo, Matthew Francois Perdesat, Iones John Peter Sarantopoulos, Jason Peterson, Melissa Baker Phillips, Raquan Ali Pierce, Clifford Ray Pitts, Brittany Plumber, Curtis Renee Poole, Raleigh L. Price, Timothy Scott Price, Charles William Priest, Matthew William Proger, Lawrence E. Perdue, Zachary Shane Rains, Damian Lee Ramos, Elma Redford Coleman, Rashad Devontia Reed, Matthew Shane Reynolds, Corbin J. Rich, Ian Scott Richards, India Riley, Sierra Nicole Robinson, Jamie Urtilica Rogers, Ryan Rollins, Jackie Rosman, Daryl Thomas Rouse II, Joshua Anthony Joseph Royer, Adele Patricia Rudolph, John Brian Russell, James Michael Scott, Jonathan Loren Scott, Roland D. Scott, Rosa Sears, Travis Andrew Sintel James, Michael David Setzer, Zachary Richard Sheline, Nikhil Shetty, Darren Shingler, Justin Matthew Seal, Aaron James Simmons, Arun Siwakoti, Cass Tesfaye Celium, Orion Eugene Skinner, Ken Lee Smith, Olivia Serena Smith, El Toro Thomas Smith, Jr., Madison Taylor Syduk, Hector Soriano, Jacob Matthew Stalls, Chad Starnes, Tyrone Allen Stevenson, Nathan T. Stobbs, Jason Allen Stone, Asa Stovall, Ismere Suarez, Tamar Rashad Surratt, Tanner Dean Tainish, Brian Todd Talaver, Duncan Terrell, Tanisha J.N. Thomas, Kevin Jose Torres Porata, Ethan Treffiello, Francis Royce Turkson, Christopher Stevenson Turner, Jonathan Dean Van Slyke, Randall Earl Vaughn, Jared Wagoner, Latessia Vashon Walker, Todd David Wallace, Kevin Richard Wasson, Brian Weaver, Sheldon L. Weaver, Michael Denning West, Jr., Trey Rentz, Brandon Marquez White, Scott Whitlock, Stacy Wilkins, Jalen DeMarcus Williams, Robin Eugenia Williams, Kenneth Williamson, Diane Narayan Willis, Rachel Wilmouth, Charles Tyler Wilson, Joshua Sekwe Wilson, T.J. Mitchell Wilson, Vanessa Blessing Wilson, Juan G. Wandmegigan, Brandon Lorenzo Wortham, Paige Yancey, Jim Yang, Damon Zerby,